international referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Petro Gazz Angels. Let's begin with their team captain. She wears jersey number 9, Mary Remy Joy Palma. At number 2, Janelle Welch Cheng. Wearing jersey number 5, Mary Joy Dacoron. At number 10, Brooke Ann Van Sickle. Number 14, Michelle Catherine Morente. And at number 20, Jonah Sabete. Starting libero is number 22, Baby Love Barbon. Head coach, Mr. Koji Tsuzurabara. Presenting our Farm Fresh Foxies. Team captain wear jersey number 7, Louis Romero. At number 5, Eliza Bertolano. Number 10, Chini Arroyo. At number 12, Trisha Gail Tubu. Number 13, April Tagsik. And at number 16, Riza Andrea Cruz. Starting libero is number 17, Janelle Delerio. And sitting in as head coach, Mr. Shimizu Mikihiro. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. Match number 24.
Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena. Chikiro Apuno with Neil Flores, Kyla Kingsu completing our panel today. And you're looking at the starters of Petro Gazz. Michelle Morente will be starting today. She did not play in the last game, so this is an interesting decision by the coaching staff of Petro Gazz to start with Mitch Morente.
She's back as an opposite hitter. Yan naman ang natural position talaga ni Michelle Morente, even in her Ateneo days, but in the past few games and in the off-season, she was utilized as a service specialist and as a defensive specialist for the Petro Gazz Angels. And as for the Farm Fresh Foxies, it's the same lineup.
Same lineup.
They will be banking on the offense of Chini Arroyo and Trisha Tubu in the wings.
Farm Fresh has been really surprising the audience since the first game they played against Creamline, where they were able to take one set against the reigning champions. And for a while there, nag-aalala na ang Creamline. Sila ba ang makaka-arrest ng ating 15-game winning streak? And so it was a really good way for Farm Fresh to start off the season. And it's a good way also for them to start this match, winning that first point. Louis Romero, we talked about her in the pre-game and how she scored a career high in the last game with 27 excellent sets. I mean, that is really a impressive number.
Petro Gazz gets their first point of that Dacoron quick hit. And right now, Petro Gazz just has that luxury of different rotations. And mukhang yun yung magiging diskarte ni Coach Koji. It was surprising to see Aiza Maizo not in the roster for today's game. But I guess he has other plans for the players.
Ganun kalalim ang bench ng Petro Gazz. And Petro Gazz really, this is not the first conference that they've played with Brooke Van Sickle as a team. They were very successful in the PNVF. So right away, nakikita natin that Brooke Van Sickle is fit right into the Petro Gazz system. This is going to be a free ball, a chance here for Petro Gazz to counter. And that one is definitely inside. Dacoron scores 2 in a row.
Make that back-to-back points for Joy Dacoron against a single blocker in Tagsip.
And it was also interesting coming into this conference, Brooke Van Sickle, because she has not really been scouted yet by the other teams, apart from maybe the few games that she's played in the country. She remained a mystery, and it's just now teams are figuring out how to defend against Brooke Van Sickle, who scored there. And that one is outside. I mentioned that Brooke is topping the scoring category. She is number 2, only behind Savannah Davison by 1 point.
She's also number 6 in the attacking category at 36.8% attack efficiency. That is 3 points for Joy Dacoron.
So we see that there's a lot of action in the middle there for Petro Gazz, and I think this is all part of the strategy that they have against Farm Fresh.
There's also back-to-back unforced errors on the service deck for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Again, really very interesting. See, Dacoron only scored 2 points in that last game that Petro Gazz played against Akari. So she's already bested that, and we're just getting started here. It's just back and forth right now.
It is a slow start for both of our teams. There have been a lot of errors on the service line.
Mitch Malente, serving for Petro Gazz.
And she's going for the jump serve. And seeing good reception there. Cruz couldn't get that running attack going. And underhanded set there by Louis Romero. And now Cheng going to the middle again. And here we see a very efficient floor defense of Farm Fresh. Hugo is timing it. And finally got a rally going. It was probably the hardest fought point we've seen so far in this game. And we're still even at 5 apiece. Kyla Kingsu has a report on the Farm Fresh side of things. Go, Kyla.
Thanks so much for that, Chiki. Now, basing off of the performance of the Foxies last Saturday, they have clearly understood the importance of proving not to other teams, but more importantly to themselves that they are beyond just a young team. Now, I spoke to Trisha Tubu, who paved the way for that victory, and she shared with me that after her POG interview, she really made it a point to take photos with all of their fans in the venue because to her, their support played such an important role in her and Farm Fresh's victory. In her words, I draw my strength and confidence from all of those around me, and that includes not just my teammates but also our supporters. Masaya ako pag napapasaya ko sila, and that's another one of our many goals this matchup. That's exactly the voice of drive and determination that makes it exciting to watch the Foxies take on another veteran team today. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via pilipinaslive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world as we head back to the service by Petro Gazz.
Trisha Tubu, the top scorer in that game that Farm Fresh played against Cherry Tigo. She had 18 points, putting her in the number 5 spot in the scoring category, all-around scoring, and she continues to register those points. She's got 3 already.
And she has developed that pipe attack over time. And mukhang isa yan sa mga bagong point of attack for Farm Fresh. Everybody's utilizing these pipes here in the PVL. Even in the collegiate ranks, ang dami na nating nakikita na first option nila yan. Right now, Petro Gazz is just playing it smart.
Yeah.
He's identifying the single blocker in the net defense of Farm Fresh. And now that was just a simple push from Remy Palma. Nobody home.
Just perfectly placed there. We have a timeout. bola.
Right now, it's only Trisha Tubu on the scoreboard with 3 markers. The first one for Tagsip off that drop ball.
And yeah, it was just another one of those placement shots. And it has been, like you said, Neil, a relatively slow-paced game that we're watching today. And this is a broken play. Farm Fresh will improvise. Seeing a lot of action from the middle. As we talked about also, Dacoron already with 3 points. And Sickle pushing that ball into the hands of Trish Tubu to score. She's got 2.
Tubu's hands were really near the antenna, so that was an easy point for Brooke Van Sickle. Compared to the other outside hitters here in the PVL, she's not the tallest, but pagdating sa volleyball IQ, dun siya nakakalamang.
Yeah. In fact, everybody's interested in seeing the great save there. Oh, second time's a charm for Dacoron, and she's on a roll. She's at 4 already. I want to say 4-4-4. And that spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan.
All of the attack points of Joy Dacoron, mapapansin natin na single block lang lagi yung kaharap niya. That may be the system of Farm Fresh, that they're just really guarding the attacker kung sino nasa harap nila. But we already saw 4 points from Joy Dacoron. So I guess at some point they have to double up on these quick attacks.
Oh, the angle on that shot. And really, also the blocking on the side of Farm Fresh can be improved. I mean, if you look at the way they have been blocking so far in this conference, they are not very high up in the rankings. Number 7 for Farm Fresh, tied with Cherry, and Petro Gazz is ranked beneath them. So a lot to be desired, or a lot to be improved in terms of their net defense for both teams. And if you're the opponent, you want to exploit that.
Service, Cheng.
And we have a service ace from
12-7.
Cheng there, scoring her first point.
Good target there between Bertolano and Trisha Tubu.
Farm Fresh Foxies.
네, 토스. That's cannot spike. Our reason is that, okay, continue, no problem. Okay? But first 1 point, then after. 네, no problem. Don't worry.
Baba na lang kayo para hindi may Huwag niyo sabayan yung short mo. Nag-short na.
Usap kayo kung sino papasok. Napagalaw ng forward ka na doon. Forward king.
Oh, first 1 point.
Hoy, laban lang! 1, 2, 3!
Looks like Master Shimazu understood the Filipino words
Yeah.
from Louis Romero.
But this
Context
is
clues.
but this is a good reminder of really what we are seeing here on the court, a much faster and much defense-centric Farm Fresh team, also because of the influence of the Japanese coach that we have here, si Master Shimizu. And nakikita natin at ganun na nagiging uri ng laro ng Farm Fresh. In fact, we're waiting for it to speed up a little bit because we know that it has become a faster-paced game that Farm Fresh brings to the table.
Now, Petro Gazz is defending the net well. That was at the Coron block right there. And now, it's now a 6-point lead.
And back set, Romero going to Chini Arroyo, and she gets her first point.
That timeout, Master Shimizu was just asking for one good pass. That's one of the good hits of Chini Arroyo so far.
And I remember Chini Arroyo has caught your attention even from the beginning of this conference, Neil, as she serves into the net. But really, how she is able to showcase her talent for the first time, really, because she didn't see much action when she was with F2.
Yeah. And mukhang playing time lang talaga yung kailangan ni Chini Arroyo so that she can really show everybody what she's capable of. Right now, they need more stability on that first ball. forced errors. 3 for Farm Fresh, 4 for Petro Gazz. And now,
Block.
Petro Gazz has been defending the net well. Double block from Dacoron and Sabete.
Sabete's first point via a block. And now a pull away here by Petro Gazz. Farm Fresh medyo napako na sa 8 points. Outside set, and that looks good. Kate Santiago makes a big entry here. Pakilala agad.
Passer Shimizu needs a good passer. That's why he got the number of Kate Santiago. Immediately, she scores off that left pin.
Good serve there. Smart for letting that sail out, and tagsip there with a service ace to her name. Another good one. Broken play. Morente will make do. Chance here. And that good counter-attack by Trish Tubu, who all of a sudden has 4 points.
She's been checked a couple of times, and looks like she's just trying to find different angles para makita niya yung advantage niya against the defense of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Timeout. Petro Gazz
We have a timeout.
Score 15 for the Angels, 11 for the Foxies.
Here.
Okay.
One more, one catch. Okay. Front, sub, two situation, sub. Back, sub, chami, ready. Okay. One catch. Simple.
Okay, one stop tayo.
Don't stop.
Let's go. Technical.
Talk each other, man. Need to talk each other.
Let's go. Petro Gazz Angels.
Coach Koji stressing the importance of communication. That was a good touch from the blockers of the Petro Gazz Angels, but there was no support in the backcourt. And even yung mga second stringers, kinakausap niya, he's asking for them to get ready kasi magkakaroon ng substitution. I believe that it will be Nicole Tiamzon who will be subbed in a few moments.
Sabete there goes on the offense. Kate Santiago will score again. Just instant impact from Kate. That's her second time at the attack, and she's so far 100%.
This is the Adamson core of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
That's a good first ball. Straight into the hands of the setter. But good defense was showing. The blocking, marangkada na rin ang blocking ng Petro Gazz, and Dacoron has been but heroic, really. She has been making a lot of points for the Angels. 16-12 is the count. We are our second technical timeout with Petro Gazz ahead by 4 points. Art PTV na ang official at exclusive na channel ng Pambansang Liga ng Bayan on free-to-air. Sabay-sabay nating subaybayan ang PBA Season 48 Philippine Cup All games live dito sa RPTV para sa Pinoy. Meantime, back here at the PhilSports Arena, we've got Petro Gazz leading by 2 points in the second technical, after the second technical timeout. And Dacuron serving. Service error, but apart from that error, she has been really been stellar, Dacuron, in this game so far. Sabete will go up. Shatubu will counter. And Sickle saves that one. Sabete again. Rem Palma saves the day. One more time for Sabete. Ball still in. And just a focus. Jonas Sabete just following the ball. And we got a rally here. Rem Palma. Things are speeding up. Janelle Cheng. Again, really yung timing kasi ni Janelle Cheng, yung parang when you least expect it, she goes counter to the pace that we are seeing. Bibiglayin niya talaga eh.
Kahit yung form niya, it's always consistent. You never know what you're gonna get when Janelle Cheng is going to set that ball.
Just the deception of Janelle Cheng. Was a successful drop there, and again, Petro Gazz extending the lead to 4. And we're seeing substitutions already, and we also saw Ivy Perez get some minutes, or actually she was able to play for entire sets in that last game out against Akari. Myla Pablo also in the game already. Ball drops back into the Petro Gazz court, and Farm Fresh will get the ball back.
You have to commend the blocking of Louis Romero. She has impeccable timing. That's why she got that defensive stop against Myla Pablo. And now they get an ace. And so far, Kate Santiago has been the game changer for the Foxies.
Wala pang mali, no? Si Kate Santiago. And you're talking about the blocking of Louis Romero, who's what, 5'3"? Oh, nabate. First error. And it comes by way of her serve for Kate Santiago. Still 3-point lead here by Petro Gazz. Again, looking at the standings, Petro Gazz is currently in second place with 3 wins, 1 loss. Farm Fresh with 2 wins so far and 2 losses, but it's the team that they beat that is really impressive. Farm Fresh getting the better of Cherry Figo. And Cruz with a put away, they're going deep.
Farm Fresh becomes deadly pag mataas yung reception efficiency nila because Louis Romero is also one of those setters na mahilig sa mabilis na play.
Oh, we heard that one. Yeah.
Have to witness that live. Iba yung tunog. Palo ni Brooke Van Sickle.
Solid, just putting all of her power, all of her weight behind that attack. Kung pwede lang mag-score ng 2 points for that one eh. Dahil sa impact. But it is a 3-point advantage for Petro Gazz. Good first ball by Eliza Bertolano. Van Sickle will go again. Blockers didn't finish the job, and some confusion on the side of Petro. Romero with a quick tagsip responds.
Such a fast, short slide there from Louis Romero and tagsip.
Yeah, very well executed. Tagsip just hitting the ball just right to get it where she wanted it. Yamson also on the court now for Petro Gazz, and that's outside. And a quick point again for Van Sickle. Point number 5 for her. Just taking it easy, hitting it off the block.
Just simplifying everything. Yun naman yung gusto ni Coach Koji. Sa timeout pa lang sabi niya, simple, simple. Because, I mean, if you can find your advantage when you're in the left pin, just go for it.
And, you know, in a way, they know they're playing a much younger team, probably with more energy, more stamina. You don't also want to complicate things, like you said, and just get points as quickly as you can. That might be in the minds of Petro Gazz. Although they also have that deep bench, so they can keep circulating and rotating the players. Romero has been looking for Chini Arroyo, and why not? She's already got 2.
And she just changed her direction last second. Looked like she was going for a cross-court hit, but then she saw Joy Dacoron closing out that gap left by Brooke Van Sickle. So she decided to hit it off the left hand of Brooke.
Farm Fresh doing a good job staying within striking distance of Petro Gazz. And that's a good pickup there by Bertolano. Soft one by Trish Tubu. Whoa! Van Sickle said, okay, once maybe, but not twice.
Binilik niya.
Alaga.
Kaya sa Bertolano, you can dig me once,
Yeah.
not twice.
That looked really good. Just these cut shots that we've seen from Van Sickle. So impressive. Lead back to 3 for Petro Gazz.
Brooke Van Sickle, serving for the Angels.
Oh, some confusion. Chini Arroyo couldn't move forward there. And Sabete goes up. Pick up there.
That was too tight. Sabete tried to save it, but it already hit the antenna.
They're getting good action also from the liberos, Delario and si Barbon. They have been all over the place defending against the attacks. And Sip hitting it into the net. She had a good one earlier.
There's another unforced error on the service line for the Foxies.
And you know, this is a crucial time. 22-19. Petro Gazz has been able to steer clear of Farm Fresh. Hindi nila napapahabol. And they're getting close to 22 points, but look at that. That's just in time for Cruz.
Quick swipe, that Adamson connection alive and kicking here in the second set. I mean, first set rather.
Serving for the Foxies.
There's 2 points the Farm Fresh Foxies need to make up and make it 1 point.
That will be an illegal back row attack called on Cheng.
Score 21.
So even if you're the setter coming from the back, you cannot leave the floor. Good try. Not quick enough for Chini Arroyo. It was a fast one from Rem Palma.
Second point for Rem Palma. So, pag pinag-combine natin yung production ni Joy Dacoron and Rem Palma, you already have 7 points. And Brooke Van Sickle already has 6.
And that slide attack picked up by Mish Borente. Back row attack, Van Sickle! Too much for Trish Tubu.
Trisha Tubu was in the perfect position for the dig, but the sheer power of it was very difficult para kay Trisha Tubu.
Seems like she targeted Trish Tubu there. We have a timeout.
Now, after 1 point, 2 point, continue. Next week, easy. Okay, now concentrate on 1 more thing. Okay? Yeah.
Uy, wait ka muna.
Saan, Bel?
Nag-wait na kami.
Pasok na ako eh. Ay ka! Amen!
Ay, mama.
Let's go!
Isa. Tuloy na kayo, 1, 2, 3!
Few words there from Master Shimizu.
And this is something that we see in teams with a Jerry Yee influence, no? Na pinapabayaan niya talaga na mag-usap-usap din yung mga players naman talaga. And they really need to egg each other on because they're 3 set points for Petro Gazz.
Volleyball is really a sport of stops and runs. And right now, the Foxies need a 3-point run to tie things up at 24.
That's a good first ball, but again, some confusion on their part. And Arroyo manages to keep the ball in play, but this is going to be a chance for Petro Gazz to counter and perhaps win in this first set. Not quite yet. Here goes Farm Fresh. Bertolano stopped by the blockers of Petro. Back row attack again. Van Sickle slower this time, but just as effective. And that has been really what we witnessed here in the first set. Van Sickle just using her smarts and just scoring in the most efficient way.
Aiza Maizo just is not in the roster. No problem for the Petro Gazz Angels. They have enough firepower in the form of Brooke Van Sickle to take the opening set.
25-21 was how that first set went down, and we will talk more about it after the break. (25-21) with Petro Gazz winning that first set. It took all of 28 minutes to settle the score, and it eventually picked up the pace in the latter part, but in general, it was a pretty slow start for both teams.
It was a slow start for Farm Fresh and Petro Gazz, but yung mga crucial parts of the game, Cheng just really knows when to set that ball to Brooke Van Sickle when Farm Fresh was making their own mini run in the latter part of set number 1. Binigay kay Brooke Van Sickle, and yung mga impact hits ba na binibigay niya, that was really enough to fend off the effort of the Foxies. Louis Romero had success in setting up their middles. We saw a couple of hits from Liza Cruz, a couple of slides from Tagsip, but the point of concern really for Farm Fresh in set number 1 was their first ball. Kasi yun yung naging target ng Petro Gazz Angels to get them out of system. That's why they were also forced to commit these communication errors. They just put that ball over in some of the rallies to give Petro Gazz a chance to attack their defense. But in terms of numbers, hindi naman nagkakalayo yung attacking category. 15 for Petro Gazz, 12 for Farm Fresh. Defensively, Joy Dacoron was very active in front of that net.
Yeah.
She started off really well, getting 4 quick points off these quick attacks, but she also got a couple of kill blocks for the Angels. As for Farm Fresh, Kate Santiago was the spark plug. She replaced Eliza Bertolano in the midpoint of set number 1. But now we will be seeing a different rotation, a minor change lang for the Foxies. Caitlin Viray will be the opposite hitter in this frame. Now we see Coach Jerry finally inside the arena in full uniform.
Let's see if that will spell the difference for Farm Fresh. And Kate Veray is another one of the enforcements here for Farm Fresh since the shuffle before this All-Filipino conference starting off the season. So they had a 9-player haul, 9 new players coming in for Farm Fresh. We haven't seen Julina De La Cruz yet, who is also part of the team already, but she will be sitting out, I think, the entire All-Filipino because of the injury. But Farm Fresh has acquired her, so imagine how much stronger they will get also once she is able to play. But Kate Veray, definitely a big addition, and she will see action in the second set.
They've also acquired Loreen Turing, the middle blocker of Adamson.
Petro Gazz scores 1.
That will be another kill block for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Starting off strong here in the second set. Van Sickle with her 9th point on the block. And the chance ball here, Petro Gazz. Tacoron this time checked by the blockers of Farm Fresh. So they adjusted a little bit also, knowing that Tacoron is dangerous, armed and dangerous. Van Sickle will go. Oh, what a save there. And that one is inside. You got to credit Delario, the libero of Farm Fresh, for her efforts.
He's been inactive sa volleyball team and kakabalik lang niya in the PVL. I'm sure the UST fans are also very happy to see Delario back on the Taraflex court. Chini Arroyo has 3 points now for the Foxies.
Good stop there by Romero, but this is going to be 4 touches. And sayang yun, ano? Because it was a really great save by Luis Romero there.
These are the simple mistakes na kaya talagang iwasan. So they have to talk more. They have to be very vocal on the floor.
Yeah.
Yung mga ibang teams, maririnig mo talaga nagsisigawan sila, giving instructions to each other. Yun yung kailangan ng Farm Fresh ngayon if they do want to equalize.
Jonas Abete there with a great dig, but that went over, and Bertolano will answer. It's Petro Gazz's turn in the offense. One more chance here for the Angels. And it's going to be a free ball. Ooh, a little too close to the net. Nagawa ng paraan. Van Sickle will go again. Look at that pickup by Arroyo. Good defense from Farm Fresh. Jonas Abete lapsing into error. So that's what happens when you extend the game. And Farm Fresh, you saw the floor defense there. So scrappy.
They just need to continue attacking the defense of the Petro Gazz Angels. At some point, sa kaka-atake mo, you will really crack the defense open.
And the Coron, this time dug again by Arroyo. Kate Veray coming from the right. Sabete with that save. Van Sickle making do. Bertolano will go up. And she will hit it off the block. And Bertolano is also one of those players whose time has come. She was a star with UP. Didn't get noticed much her first year here, but this time around, she's beginning to show what she's got. And Kyla Kingsu has a report for us. Go, Kyla.
Thanks for that, Chiki. Now, with Japanese coaches leading both sides of the court in that first set, different defense patterns were being highlighted and the exciting rallies that we saw earlier. But when we talk about offense, if the Foxies have Trisha, Brooke Van Sickle has undeniably been a scoring machine for the Petro Gazz side, and a powerful one at that, like you said. Now, when I visited her earlier, she was clearly hyped up in their dugout, telling me that she's pretty confident that they got this matchup as long as they stay dialed in, optimistic, and take care of their business. On a more technical aspect, she says that Farm Fresh is the first more opposite-driven team they're playing this conference, and their tempos are more fast-paced than she's used to. But playing full force, Brooke and her girls are certainly stepping up to the challenge. And a challenge it will be, as we are sure the Foxies and Coach Jerry Yee will do everything in their power to turn things around. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the round. Back to you.
Thanks a lot for that, Kyla, and a lot in that report that Kyla Kingsu gave us. You want to comment about how Petro Gazz recognizes that the Farm Fresh Foxies are opposite-driven, meaning the opposite player really makes an impact and is such an asset.
I do agree. Well, Trisha Tubu is there again, number 3 in the attacking category in the top 10. And she's just behind Cici Rondina. So, alam mo na agad na she is an efficient opposite hitter.
And maraming kaliwete. Nandyan din si Kate Veray, Kate Santiago. So, and we know that that is an advantage for any opposite. But Cruz now contributes her 5th point for Farm Fresh. Petolano with that deadly service. But we have...
She stepped on the line.
Oh, she did. We don't see that happen very often, but there's going to be a challenge here too. But we've got the officials, second referee Jocelyn Del Rosario watching, and also the lines judges.
On the side of the Fox.
And I think she'll give a little bit more clearance now, Eliza Bertolano. She will move back a little bit more so that there's no question about that foot fault. Oh, this time it hits the net. So that is definitely a point for Petro Gazz. Baka medyo napahaba.
Numerous errors already in the second set of that line.
Hindi naman nag-adjust siyang konti just to make sure she clears the line. Just an inch maybe. Morento will go for that jump serve as well. And the dump there by Cruz. Lisa Cruz also quiet but deadly here. Already the top scorer for Farm Fresh with 6 points.
Lisa Cruz, serving for the Foxies.
Running attack by Palma. Kate Veray with the answer. Back row attack. Good dig there. Liza Bertolano with the defense. And Farm Fresh sinaga talaga.
We will now hold on to a 3-point lead in the first technical timeout.
Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. And we are at our first technical timeout here in set number 2 between Farm Fresh Foxies and the Petro Gazz Angels. Petro Gazz took the first game 25-21 for those of you just joining us now. This is Chikiro Puno with Neil Flores, Kyla Kingsu also with us today. And this is a different Farm Fresh that we're seeing early in the second set compared to the first.
They're attacking better so far here in the second set compared to that first frame. It's just that ang dami lang talaga errors on the service line.
So just eliminate the errors at the serve and they should do well. Again, we are very interested in the way this game will go down because both teams have experienced a lot of success in their last games, particularly Farm Fresh, who surprised everybody with that win in 3 straight against Cherry Tigo. Also 2 wins in a row for Petro Gazz. They already have 3 to their name.
There was a net violation called on Jonas Abete. This is now a 4-point lead for the Foxies.
But this is a comfortable lead for Farm Fresh early in the second set. They did not see this kind of lead at all in the first. Good reception there by Mitch Morentes. Abete will go, and again, just taking advantage of the smaller blocker there.
Farm Fresh has already tallied 10 unforced errors, most of it coming from the service line. Petro Gazz has tallied 7. In terms of defense, mas tight yung floor defense right now ng Farm Fresh compared sa Petro Gazz.
And again, this is the crux of the Japanese style volleyball that Farm Fresh is adopting. Oh, Bertolano tried but couldn't keep the ball in play, and here comes Van Sickle already with double digits.
She's in the front line. You have to milk the production of Brooke Van Sickle. Hitting it above the block of Louis Romero.
She knows how to take advantage of Louis Romero being in the front. Perfect first ball there. Oh, almost.
Good effort.
Yeah.
Side of Sabete and Tempiatura, but the ball was just too low for a third touch.
And that was Chini Arroyo's 5th point. Yeah, we can't stop talking about the 27 excellent sets that Louis Romero was able to deliver in the last game against Cherry. A lot of broken plays here. Let's see if they can get their stuff sorted out. Ay, yan na nakikita natin dito. Puro ad-lib ang nakikita natin. Just trying to keep the ball in play. No set plays yet.
Farm Fresh was able to predict that loose ball. For sure, sometimes nagsisigurado rin itong Petro Gazz pagdating sa broken plays. That's why they pop it up to Brooke Van Sickle. But when you get to predict the attack, kaya mo rin bantayan sa net defense.
No, no opponent point. Era, or era.
Let's go! Let's go! Petro Gazz! Angels!
I mean, that's pretty clear. Just a reminder, good news mga kapatid, napanood na rin tayo sa pinakabagong free-to-air channel na talaga namang para sa Pinoy, ang RPTV. Tutok na sa Analog TV Channel 9, DTT Channel 19 at 183 sa higit 300 cable at satellite providers nationwide. That's a signal play. And going back to that last huddle, sabi nga ni Coach Error, I mean, you're not earning your points.
They need more of this type of attack. Was a broken play. Brooke Van Sickle getting past the first line of defense of the Foxies. But it's still a 3-point lead. So itong Farm Fresh, inaalagaan lang nila yung 3-point. Make that a 4-point lead.
We asked you earlier who you think, which of the aces will score bigger today between Van Sickle and Tubu. Tubu has been relegated to 4 points, while Van Sickle is already in double digits with 11. But then we are only early in our second set. So may oras pa naman si Chish Tubu, who, by the way, is not on the court right now.
That is the second kill block against Brooke Van Sickle. Sometimes may overconfidence pag si Brooke Van Sickle yung aatake because mataas ang efficiency but hindi 100%. So kailangan nakabantay pa din yung mga magko-cover sa kanya sa likod. Everybody was just staring at that ball.
Which is very tempting because with her approach, talagang ang gandang panoorin ni Brooke Van Sickle, the way she takes off. But you know nga, if you are her teammates, have to be wary na babalik din yung bola. Bertolano, dug by Sabete. And this is going to be a chance ball for Farm Fresh. Quick look by Romero, and Kate Veray is able to hit off of the block and get a point there. And malakas din ang palo ni Kate Veray. Naririnig na natin that she really knows how to smash that ball.
That will be an attack point for Caitlin Veray. 3 points in the second set.
Sabete with that good first pass. Van Sickle, and that is trademark Brooke. She can patent that.
Taas ng contact point. I mean, when she gets the elevation, ang daling pumili ng angle.
And that spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. Oh, difficult serve. Good job on the defense of Farm Fresh. Another chance here for Petro Gazz to counter Sabete. Ball still good. Where will Romero go? Oh, second ball, Veray sends it over. Oh, that is solid. That's a huge offensive block by Farm Fresh.
Straight into the hands of Arisa Cruz. That side swing helped her get that perfect timing.
Yeah. Lisa Cruz already with 7 points. She is a quiet operator.
Another error off the serve for Farm Fresh. Napapakamot sa ulo Jerry.
And yun din naman ang sinasabi ni Coach Koji. Maraming ang errors on the side of Farm Fresh. But this time, earn your own points is what Petro Gazz needs to do. They are down by 4, so in spite of the errors on the side of the Foxies, they're able to maintain the lead. Oh, it's an overpass, just one by Romero. Sabete, dug there. Delario doing a good job with that one. Van Sickle from back row. Kate Veray with the answer. Nice try by Galdones, who makes her entry in this game here in the second set. And Farm Fresh in the lead by 5 here in our second technical timeout. is the score after the second technical timeout. This time, Farm Fresh dominating over Petro Gazz in the second set. We got Justin Brownlee of PBA And of course, he also plays for Gilas Pilipinas. He's enjoying some volleyball action here today.
Change in scenery.
Yeah, why not?
Choco Mucho also here in the venue, waiting in the wings for the game against the Signal Asian Spikers. That should be a good one.
That's going to be a good one. And we see the Phil Sports Arena slowly filling up. So nakakauwi na rin galing sa trabaho ang ilan at dumiretso na rin dito. We are glad those of you watching us from your homes or wherever you are, we're glad you're on hand here for our double header today. Donna Sabete gets the better of Eliza Bertolano, and she scores her third point.
Quiet game for Jonas Abete. But pagdating sa efficiency, she is currently the leading attacker of the PVL.
Mitch Morente started today, and she has been helpful, especially in the defense. Getting a lot of good digs there. Sabete again. This time Bertolano does her job from the back. And Petro Gazz will go again. Ball back to Farm Fresh. Good back set there by Risa Cruz. And that one is called inside. And there's a fatal error by Delario to let that one go.
Deng just playing it smart. She's been going to Jonas Abete a lot in the past few sequences. But this time she decided to engage Remy Palma from the middle.
Petro Gazz playing catch-up here against Farm Fresh in the second set. Good first ball there by Bertolano. And that's what happens when you get the first pass. And Cruz already within only needing 1 point to get into the double digits. And she has been very, very effective here for Farm Fresh. Again, quiet, but efficient and deadly at the net. Risa Cruz.
That will sail outside for Remy Palma.
And
It
again,
is now back to 5 for Foxies.
Nuunti ng Farm Fresh, nahihirapan din. You know, Petro Gazz has not tasted a lead in the second set. And we have, this is the third setter that we're seeing. Chisa, it's turn now to take center stage.
We don't see that often. Kadalasan, dalawa lang yung setters sa lineup ng bawat game. But for Petro Gazz, they are using 3 setters in this game against the Foxies.
Good pick up there by Kate Maray. Still in play. Jimmy Arroyo sends it over. Sabete with a dig, and she goes up for the attack. House. Way too hard, but Jonas Sabete looking for a check ball there.
There's a ball touch called on Farm Fresh.
Oh, and she is going to get it.
But Farm Fresh will be challenging that call.
Are we going to see a green card go up? May aamin ba? Challenge.
Block touch.
Farm Fresh looking good in this.
Adjust din yung mga players every time na nagbabago yung setter. But for sure, ganyan yung ginagawa sa training. That's why they're applying that in-game.
And of course, I mean, these are high caliber setters that we have. Of course, Chisa is a legend. A lot of people look to her as their idol in setting. See, is there a touch? I think underneath. No, they're not giving it. They're not calling it. Let's see. They're zooming in.
Konting-konti lang. Kamunti ka nang tumama sa finger ni Louis Romero.
There is no block touch, and the challenge is successful.
So, you know, they actually called for a block touch, and Farm Fresh was sure that there wasn't one. And that was on Jonas Abete's attack that really went way out. So Farm Fresh looking even better now, getting closer to the 25-point mark with a 6-point advantage. Good floater. Sabete goes up. Pinawi na lang ni Jonah. Parang pinahirapan nyo naman yung isang puntos na yun. Bawiin ko na lang kaya, Jonah Sabete says. And she scores her 4th.
She wanted to target the fingertips of Louis Romero in that last play, but it went outside, so she just decided to get a clean hit in this time.
Chinatown zone, serve for the Angels.
Romero with a quick there, tagsip. And that joust won by Van Sickle. That was a tough one. Of course, Van Sickle, the taller of the two players. And she scores on that one too. That's 13 already for Brooke.
This is good news for Petro Gazz. Your best option is now in the front row. Let's see if the Farm Fresh Foxies can get good kill blocks against Brooke.
Good coverage here by both teams. Actually, both teams scrambling and playing good defense. Oh, that was an error there. Chance here for Farm Fresh to counter. Back row, Tiamson hits it into the net, it seems. That was a tough one.
Errors are pouring in on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Coach Koji still looking for in-game adjustment from the girls.
And again, taking a look at the lineup of Petro Gazz, I think everybody will get a chance to play today. That has been the game plan for the Angels. Gabe Caray is blocked. Good cover by Bertolano there, but even better court sense and volleyball sense for Rem Palma. Nakabantay lang talaga sa bola. That move brought to you by Honda Motorcycle.
Substitution, Petro Gazz. Now,
More substitutions for Coach Koji. Marian Buitre will be serving.
And Janelle Cheng has been on the bench for a while now. She hasn't seen action, I don't think, in this second set.
serving for the Angels.
Almost ace there by Buitre. Van Sickle again! And just the elevation on this girl is amazing.
Everybody was just holding their breath.
Yeah.
Pagkangat ni Brooke Van Sickle, we knew that it was going to be an impact play for Petro Gazz when Farm Fresh gave that free ball.
So, pwede yung middle saka yung attacker sa likod. So, attack 6, 7, 8 kayo. Ha? Doon yung mas weak yung depensa. Okay?
Okay? O siya.
Lang
Okay.
pwede, Chini, pwede mo padaan sa set. Isang ikot lang, nilikot na rin. Sige lang, kaya.
Rare times we hear the voice of Coach Jerry Yee. Tactical timeout for him.
That Brooke hit was really strong, pero ang maganda sa volleyball, it was just 1 point.
Yeah.
So, Farm Fresh can still recover in this next play.
Although they're feeling the pinch a little bit because they're enjoying a 5-point lead and they haven't moved yet. From 20, they don't want Petro Gazz to get anywhere near them. Romero pushing it out to Arroyo. And down the line here, tagsip. But that joust won by Buitre.
It's the joust.
Mario was ready for the coverage. She was there.
There's a net touch.
But there will be a net touch called on Farm Fresh.
Oh,
I mean, there was a net touch on the side of Petro Gazz. So the point will swing to the Foxies.
No, that's not good for Petro Gazz. Where was the... Oh, there it was.
The right hand of
there.
Casey Galdones.
And the new player, PVL Defonso, coming in at the serve for the first time today. And she will have to wait a while. They're trying to ice the server, rather. And we have a timeout on the Petro Gazz side.
Hey, one catch. Take a 3-point. 3-point. You must see next set. You must ready next set. Okay, 3-point. Take a 3-point. Okay. Okay. Go, have a shot. Let's go.
Coach Koji saying that it's not yet over. Hindi pa umabot sa 25 itong Farm Fresh. They can still mount their comeback.
It's a 4-point advantage for Farm Fresh. And PVL Defonso was getting ready to serve already. So medyo naudlot. That's a good serve. And it's Van Sickle that you can depend on. Of course, it was a good combination there. The decoy working. 15 already for Brooke.
Lazo saw it coming, but she just couldn't handle the sheer force of that hit from Brooke Van Sickle. And Brooke was the one who got that first ball. Ang bilis ng transition papunta dun sa combination play.
Back row attack by El Defonso. Temperatura was there. Morente will go, coming from the right pin, and she will score her second point.
Mitch Morente enjoying.
Yeah.
That's given to her by Chi Saet.
And see Mitch Morente, we know that she is also the Energizer Bunny. That is has been her role in whatever team she's been in. Oh, and a very untimely error at the serve there for Chi Saet. Naghahabol sila. Yun yung kailangan pag-ingatan talaga ng Petro Gazz at this stage.
Substitution for Farm Fresh. Tapia will replace Tagsip on the service deck.
Real Tapia. Mix from UST. And she will set up Kate Veray. That kind of looked like a Van Sickle approach.
Kate Veray is also one of our hard hitters here in the PVL. When she gets that contact point at makakita siya ng butas between the blockers, she will really cut through your defense.
Farm Fresh looking good here in the second set. Van Sickle. Somebody was at the net, yeah. I mean, you want to press so hard when you're going up against Van Sickle that you're liable to get it to the net. So Petro Gazz still within striking distance here. We need a couple of points in a row. No time for a side-out game for them. And no room for errors also. Back set to Veray. That one was outside the error coming from the side of Farm Fresh, and that will not bode well for the Foxies either.
Angels are now breathing down the necks of the Farm Fresh Foxies, just 2 points away from tying things up. And it's Brooke on the service line.
Bertolano. Good up by Temperatura. Van Sickle. Didn't look like it went past the net either, so it was tough. It was a tough one for Brooks.
An out-of-system play, Jonas Abete set that one to Brooke Van Sickle. Well, really a tight set to hit.
Yeah, that was tough. Farm Fresh has 3 chances to win the second set. We got Kate Veray at the service line. Oh, and that's an error. I think this is the second we've seen a third service error from Kate Veray.
And an extra point. Substitution. Petro Gazz. 11 out, 9. Palma. Back in.
Medyo madami ng service errors itong Farm Fresh.
Oh, yeah. And the timing of the errors as well. Crucial. You don't want to give chances like this to Petro Gazz. But this is another pressure serve for Casey Galdones. She gets that one through. Running attack by Cruz. Van Sickle saves the day for the Angels. Sabete will go up. Good pick up there. Galdones also with a dig. Van Sickle from back row. Binita na naman ito si Van Sickle.
Lisa just finding Brooke Van Sickle in the backcourt.
And you know, Delerio is one of the most agile liberos, but still couldn't save that. We have a timeout.
Don't do 1-1. 1-6. Only 1 point. 6. No. The same toss attack. 1-3. Okay, go. Go.
Pag ano si... Sabi muna, pasok mo dyan, bago mo basahin yun. Tapos, huwag ka muna mauna. Kasi babasahin mo muna yung kanin.
Good. Can you do? Again?
Patay tayo, patay tayo!
Master Shimizu talking to Trisha Tubu if kaya niya na ulit pumasok to perform for Farm Fresh. Let's see if papasok siya in this next rotation. And yes, she will be replacing Caitlin Veray. So that will be another point of attack for Louie Romero. She has Eliza Bertolana and Riza Cruz in the front row. Pero pwede ring pipe attack for Trisha Tubu.
And we know she can deliver from anywhere on the court. And this is one of the things that quickly Trisha Tubu has been able to master. Still, set point for Farm Fresh. Van Sickle with a great dig. Jonas Sabete goes up. Bertolano was there. Romero with a quick. She saw it. This is a broken play. Morente will send it over. And Ildefonso with that overpass. And Graham Palma knew what to do with it.
Then pressure is on the side of Farm Fresh. Especially in this rotation na dalawa lang yung attackers sila. It's easier for Petro Gazz to set up their net defense. And Petro Gazz has 3 attackers in the front row.
And what a catch-up job Petro Gazz has done here late in the second set. That's 3 set points that they averted. Bertolano will go third time. A chance here. Sabete with a chase. And you know that Sabete will stop at nothing. That's really not a rare thing to see. Jonas Sabete, buwis buhay.
Showing us her full commitment to save that ball. Farm Fresh will get another chance to close out Petro Gazz here in the second set.
They had 3 set points that they wasted. Let's see if they can close out. Sabete goes up, blocked. Another chance, Sabete again. This time she goes deep, and that gets past Liza Bertolano, and we are back at 25 all. This is win by 2. Petro Gazz wants to take the second set as well. And Farm Fresh, they have to remember that they were in the lead for most
of the time.
In fact, yeah, hindi pa naman lumalamang ang Petro Gazz. Ngayon lang sila talaga dumidikit. And it's the digging, it's a defense that we've seen. Michelle Morente, and that's a good serve. Oh, wow! That down the line. Oh, it's called outside though, but we know I feel a challenge coming.
You can't carry over your challenges, so might as well use it
nga naman.
at this point. The hit was so fast, kahit tayo medyo nahirapan to see if that was in or out. Buti na lang we have the challenge system implemented here.
And this is the fast-paced volleyball that we've seen from Farm Fresh. And it wasn't around in the first set, but like we said, now it's the system of Farm Fresh kicking in set number 2. Let's see. Oh, it was too fast and too long. So that is outside. It looked so good, that down the line hit by Risa Cruz. Or was it Chini?
It was Chini Arroyo
Yeah.
from the left pin. So now it's set point for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Now it's 7 advantage.
Change of tides here. Now Petro Gazz
Service.
at the cusp of winning the second set. Rente with a killer serve. Good one by Arroyo, and she will go out for the attack. Counter here for Petro Gazz. Palma with a running attack. Chini Arroyo goes up, the blocker, and she covers her own attack. She goes again. Van Sickle from back row with a soft one. Valerio was able to get it this time. Sabete blocked. Van Sickle from back row, and she manages to get it through. And what a catch-up job pulled off by Petro Gazz. And it's just a steady playing of Brooke Van Sickle, who has really come through for her team at the most crucial time. And mind you, Neil, it wasn't those big attacks. It was just the soft, slow speed attacks that are well placed, and that did it for Petro Gazz. 27-25 rather, for that second set win. We'll talk more about it after the break. Nobody expected that second set to extend with Farm Fresh leading most of it, and all of a sudden rumachada ang Petro Gazz, and 40 minutes later, they notched their second set win.
I just get goosebumps watching Brooke Van Sickle because she's really displaying nerves of steel here for the Petro Gazz Angels. We have to remember that Farm Fresh is a very young team. They're full of energy, but the veterans of Petro Gazz just did not back down. Jonas Sabete held them off just in time for Brooke Van Sickle to close it out. And ang pinaka-napansin ko lang talaga sa Farm Fresh, yung serving nila, they have to put that ball in because there are a couple of times na successful sila in getting Petro Gazz out of system. Pero pag hindi umu-over yung bola, you already killed your chance of getting a defensive stop against your opponent. So that is one of the major things that they have to be consistent at. Petro Gazz still got more attacks compared to Farm Fresh. Both teams were error-prone, not just Farm Fresh. Also, Petro Gazz gave out 9 unforced errors, but the blocking of Farm Fresh was displayed in set number 2. They got a couple of kill blocks against Brooke Van Sickle, but in the end game, that pipe attack was very efficient for the Petro Gazz Angels.
And you really want to highlight the maturity that Van Sickle displays and really the experience, yung pagka-veteraning niya. Yung talaga hindi niya pinapatay. She really just alternates those kills, those very sharp cut shots, to those off-speed hits, which is actually what did Farm Fresh in that last sequence. Hindi niya talaga linalakasan. Nakikita niya yung butas sa gitna ng court ng Farm Fresh at linalagay-lagay lang niya talaga. And that is the kind of asset now that Petro Gazz is able to, I guess, bring in, and this will get them through, and this will make them a real threat for this All-Filipino.
Now, Trisha Tubu will come back. The starting unit.
Oh, that's another thing, no?
Yeah.
She sat out most of the second set. Trisha Tubu only with 4 points compared to Van Sickle, who already has 17 na pag-iiwanan na yung dalawang head-to-head natin. Chi Saet will remain the setter. And Van Sickle gets things started again for Petro Gazz. Point number 18.
So much control displayed by Brooke Van Sickle from all sides of the court. The double block was already there, but she managed to hit that sharp cross.
She had 24 against Akari in that last 3-setter that they played. And Aldones also will score early. That's her first point. She came in the middle of, or at the start of the second set. So again, we're seeing the different Petro Gazz Angels taking center stage here. Tubu will go up. Van Sickle showing also her defensive prowess. And Sabete gets it past the 2-man block.
Signature Jonas Sabete. Kaya ang laki ng tiwala ng mga setters ng Petro Gazz, lalo na pagdating sa break ball, because they know na hindi bibibayin yung palo ni Jonas Sabete.
Service, Van Sickle.
That's a good serve. That one falls outside. And really, Van Sickle is displaying a complete game here. This time, care of her good serve. Medyo nahirapan sa balik ang Farm Fresh. And Petro Gazz now on a roll. Farm Fresh has yet to get on the scoreboard in this third set. All of a sudden, they are in do or die here. And a service ace to add to Van Sickle's 18 points. She has 19 now.
All-around performance, as always, for Brooke Van Sickle. Can you imagine 47 points in the past 2 outings? Wow.
Service, Van Sickle.
Betolano with a better reception there. And Tubu, we saw this early, you know, the quick conversions coming from Farm Fresh. Yun yung gusto nilang mangyari. Kailangan mabilis talaga yung scoring. Huwag yun nang ipabalik-balik pa yung bola.
Right now, the wings of Farm Fresh can't seem to match the output of Jonas Abete and Brooke Van Sickle. Actually, wala pang player in double digits. The top scorer for Farm Fresh would be their middle in Risa Cruz with 8.
And Jonas Abete has come alive here also in this third set. And let's turn it over now to Kyla Kingsu with her report.
Thanks, Chiki and Neil. Now, earlier in the prod room, we said that this was going to be a long PVL Thursday, but with what transpired in the tail end of set number 2, that was the Petro Gazz Angels answering back and saying that they want to finish this as soon as possible. But Neil, you mentioned that we did see a smarter and more refined version of Farm Fresh for most of that second set, with other attackers also playing quality minutes like Chini Arroyo. I asked Chini to take me through their preparations for today, and in her words, she said, and I quote, "Though we won last Saturday, hinanapan agad namin ng gamot yung mga weaknesses exposed in that game." And you know what? I saw the seriousness in her eyes as she exclaimed that it is important for them to show that they aren't just kids and rookies in this Premier League. The impact of their win over the crossovers clearly did wonders for their morale. But will it be enough to close out sets in the end game? We'll have to see. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via pilipinaslive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world as we head back to this rally.
Oh, the put away there for Sabete. Thanks for that report, Kyla. And also, nagkukwento na si Kyla kanina na it's really game on for Petro Gazz. Looking forward to playing a much heralded Farm Fresh, young but really palaban. Technical timeout number 1 with Petro Gazz up by 6. Arena Plus, astig sa sports. And look at the score here in our third set. Petro Gazz up by 6 points. You know, it started in the latter part of the second set na nagsimula ng umarangkada talaga ang Petro Gazz and they haven't looked back, Neil.
Ito yung kilala nating Petro Gazz, that fast-paced type of volleyball. Power hits from left to right. A lot of defensive touches and defensive stops as well.
And this is a real test for Farm Fresh and really a chance for them to figure out how best to close games out, because ang sakit nung nangyari sa kanila in the second set where they were really dominating and leading for the most part, and dun pa nahabol, na-extend yung set, and 27-25, nasungkit pa ng PGA ng panalo. Sabete trying to take it slow. Bertolano will counter. And Saet did not know who was going to get that ball, truly.
Miscue.
Yeah.
Palma was approaching for a long slide. A short slide rather, pero dumulo yung set ni Chi Saet.
And Morente was just not ready to do anything with that ball. And that's a free point for Farm Fresh. Oh, good first ball there.
Jonas Sabete continuing to support Brooke Van Sickle on the offense. 9 points already for Jonah.
Yeah, credit Barbon there with the perfect first pass.
Jonas Sabete, serving for the Angels.
Oh, that was a tough one, but Risa Cruz managed to keep it in play. Sabete there with a good dig. Nice back and forth here between the two teams. Good defense from both. Look at Michelle Morente, just giving it her all. Let's see if they can set up better here. Again, still underhanded set there, Bertolano. Bertolano will go again, going a cut shot, picked up by Petro Gazz. And that one is inside.
5.
And yun din talaga si Risa Cruz with her 9th point. And that was just persistence there and grit.
Certainly the best attacker for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Just looking at the backcourt defense of Petro Gazz bago siya mag-decide kung saan siya pupunta.
That was an exciting rally there. Both teams, defense, working hard. And Rem Palma.
They've been trying to establish that connection.
Oo.
They've had a couple of miscues in that slide attack, pero yung simple quick attack, walang problema for Chisaet and Remy Palma.
We got Lloyd Tuani and his wife, the Farm Fresh owners from Malaysia, enjoying the action live in the Phil Sports Arena.
Ball is out. 11-5.
Petro Gazz, in the meantime, sending their lead here to 6. And Coach Jerry, na humabol na lang, was not around for the first set. Again, they just have to hark back to what they did against Cherry Tigo, talking about Farm Fresh, and bring that back on the court.
Target was way off for Chini Arroyo. Now, this has ballooned to a 7-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels.
It really has been an off day for Trisha Tubu, who scored 18 against Cherry, and now she's only had 6 points so far, and she wants to add to that.
Off the hand of Palma. 6.
Not too late. They have to get past this third set and keep playing.
Petro Gazz is already halfway to the 25 points mark. So Trisha Tubu and Riza Cruz needs to come together and provide the points for the Foxies.
Good first ball there. Caldones just pushes the ball over. Arroyo will go up. Morente could not keep it inside. That's another point for Chini Arroyo. She's got 6. And Farm Fresh taking it 1 point at a time. But this is effective for the Foxies. That looks like a service ace. Is that going to be 4 touches? Yeah.
Yes, 4 touches. It hit Mitch Morente, then it hit Brooke Van Sickle, then Jonah Sabete got that 3rd touch.
A good serve there by Risa Cruz, and that gives her point number 10. Cruz already in double digits, and they're going to try to ice her with the timeout by Petro Gazz.
Score 12 for the Angels, 8 for the Foxies.
One stop, one stop. Oo, alam ko. Iba na. One stop. Let's count for the service. Yeah.
Communicate.
Yes.
Everyone set. Practice.
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, Petro Gazz!
It's still a lead for Petro Gazz here, but Farm Fresh is stabilizing a little bit. Nakikita natin na they're finding their rhythm. And everybody's waiting.
Sabi ni Jelena. We'll wait for your full recovery first.
And, you know, I'm sure, and I hear from you players, sometimes it's not the player, but the coaching staff that keep them off the court. And it is solid block indeed. And look at Farm Fresh, just gaining on Petro Gazz.
They're chipping on the lead of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Service Cruz.
This is a must-win 3rd set for the Farm Fresh Foxies. And Sickle's in the front, and that's not a good thing for the Foxies. And she's already at 20 points.
That is her average. And ang bilis ng change ng diskarte ni Brooke Van Sickle. When she gets blocked the first time, automatic, iibahin niya agad yung angle on the next try.
Sanay na sanay tayo dun sa mga cut shot niya, pero yung down the line niya, sakto rin. Morente will get a chance. Good dig by Bertolano. And that was a tough one for Trish. Good blocking we're seeing from the side of Petro Gazz, and they keep that 5-point lead.
Serves Saet.
Quick play there. Works out for Louis Romero and Gartagsip.
The middles of Farm Fresh just working hard in this game.
Yeah.
Kanina nakita natin si Riza Cruz getting her contributions for Farm Fresh. Now it's Tagsip with a kill block against Brooke Van Sickle and an attack point.
And Saet looking for Van Sickle. Good up there by Arroyo. Van Sickle will go again. Caldones winning that joust. She just builds up. So 3 different kinds of attacks from Van Sickle in that last sequence.
15-10.
Point number 21.
And spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
It's almost always a sure point pag nalilate yung middle blocker ng Farm Fresh against Brooke Van Sickle.
Brooke Van Sickle serving for the Angels.
You're talking about how, Neil, the middles of Farm Fresh have been getting a lot of action. On the side of Petro Gazz, nakikita natin talaga pupunta sila doon sa pumoporsyento. So, a little less effort for the middles to score because of Van Sickle. And we have a 6-point lead for Petro Gazz in the second technical timeout.
Titans taking on the Signal HD Strikers.
Arena Plus Astig sa Sports. Back here at the Phil Sports Arena for our first of 2 volleyball games in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. We're glad you're joining us on Pilipinas Live. Chiki Roa Puno with Neil Flores, Kyla King Su, and we are seeing Petro Gazz Angels just not turning back since they pulled the rug from under Farm Fresh in that second set. They have a commanding 6-point advantage midway into this third set. Farm Fresh, if they're going to act, they have to act now. What are you looking for, Neil, from the Foxies?
It's just really consistency and conversion of their attacks. Medyo bumaba yung efficiency compared to the second set wherein they were able to establish a good lead against the Petro Gazz Angels. Now the tables have changed. It's Petro Gazz with a 6-point lead.
We're also seeing a very efficient defense from Petro Gazz. Also, hindi sila napapatayan ng bola.
Santiago in and out.
Coach Koji has utilized almost all of his players. I think si Ivy Perez na lang ata hindi na ipapasok.
She had a couple of minutes early in the first set. I may be wrong, but yeah, we also see that Janelle Cheng has not been brought back to the game. There's also some substitutions on Farm Fresh side. Tapia is back on the court. Comes in at the serve.
Aside. 17-11.
Casey Galdones joining the scoring picture for Petro Gazz. That is point number 2.
Serving for the Angels.
Oh, that looked good, but what a pickup by Van Sickle. One more time from the middle this time, and still the defense of Petro Gazz foiling that one. But Morente is going to be called for a net violation.
She wasn't able to control her momentum for that attack.
And a break here for Farm Fresh. Again, they need a series of points at this stage of the game, and they are down 0-2. So must-win situation for the Foxies. Sabete going down the line and just jumping higher than everybody else.
She gets to double digits as well. So there are 2 players who are in double digits for the Petro Gazz Angels. Brooke Van Sickle has 22. Jonas Sabete has 10. That's 32 points from the left pin. So majority of the sets really go to the outside hitters pagdating sa sistema ng Petro Gazz.
And you know, we know what Rem Palma can contribute also, pero hindi kinakailangan. Talaga nakita natin, this is really the open hitters making most of the contribution. And Risa Cruz with 11 points. Again, Farm Fresh taking it 1 point at a time, which is not something they can afford to do at this stage. That is what they need. Trisha Tubu getting an ace. And she is scoring her 8th point. And if they can get more of these quick points, Farm Fresh, they may get a chance to extend this match. Buitre on the court for Petro Gazz. Kate Santiago also back. And we remember Kate Santiago when she made her entry in the first set was very effective. And this time she is not able to get past Jonas Sabete.
Jonas Sabete will get well-deserved rest after that defensive stop against Kate Santiago. Nicole Triamzon will come in. Again, yung coverage ng Farm Fresh, hindi ganun kabilis. The block was there for Petro Gazz, pero mabagal lang din bumalik yung bola. But there was nobody there to pop that ball up. This is now back to a 5-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels, just inching closer to get win number 4 here in the PVL.
That's a good first ball and a quick conversion for Cruz. We've seen that before. We need to see it more if for Farm Fresh fans. Because it has to be something that precise and that drastic. Yung mabibilis na talagang hindi maibabalik ng Petro Gazz at this point for Farm Fresh. Van Sickle blocked. She get another chance. Cheng back on the court too. Tapia going up, and she will score. Good for Tapia. Coming off the bench there, and she will get her first point.
She also decided to forgo some of her years in college. She was a former star for UST. Now she's with the Foxies.
Oh, good one. Good pick up there by Delario. Van Sickle timing it, and Tapia didn't know what to do with that one.
And that deep cross-court hit of Brooke Van Sickle, very problematic on the side of the Foxies.
Oh, facial there. Spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Just do the two-man block. Happens so fast. Petro Gazz with a 4-point lead. Oh, and the roof. And now it's the blocking. Buitre and Van Sickle coming together.
First one 1 point there, 1 point. Then after, consider after. ちょっと話す。2 near. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1.
You try to make out that timeout. I think si Master Shimizu was saying you really need to go 1 point at a time. And he was talking about the too near. Was he referring to the passes?
Yeah, I mean, yun nga, nagiging loose yung defensive pattern ng Farm Fresh. They showcased impressive defense patterns and offense patterns against the Cherry Tigo crossovers in that sweep. But right now, it has been on and off, but good thing they have the second stringers like Tapia to inject more energy and more life to this Farm Fresh squad. Also one of the higher leapers here in the PVL. And at this rate, they cannot afford to exchange points with the Petro Gazz Angels. Kailangan talaga consecutive runs.
Bucha going there, but we have net touch violation. One more time. Yeah. Tapia kasi has to make that that big buelo. This is scary for Farm Fresh. They needed that. Verai needed to get that point. Going deep. Zone 6. Looking for the vulnerable spot of Petro Gazz.
Double block was there, but Brooke Van Sickle was a bit late to close out that angle against Kate Verai. Kate Verai finding that corner pocket open. That's going to be point number 18 for the Foxies.
And if we look back at set number 2, this was the situation in reverse, and Petro Gazz was able to gain on their opponent. So Farm Fresh needs to pull same kind of trick. Petro Gazz will set up. Van Sickle from the right pin this time. She is everywhere.
She's not choosy pagdating sa sets. Just put that up. Gagawan niya ng paraan.
Walang. You know, she already has 24 points. 2 from blocks, 2 from aces. And what we're not seeing on the score sheet is the contribution she's made on defense. There's so many excellent digs as well. And another ace to her name, why not? For Petro Gazz.
We don't even need to talk about the attacking capabilities of Brooke Van Sickle. The numbers will just show that to you. But yung hindi napapansin paminsan is yung contributions sa receiving and digging. Even in blocking, she has
nakadalawa eh.
had a couple of kill blocks already. And now, Petro Gazz is at match point.
Yamsor will go. A chance here for Farm Fresh to counter. Let's see. I think it's going to go to Morente here. Kate Santiago with the dig. Tapia blocked. Santiago will set up Tapia one more time, and that's off the hands of Morente. Tapia knows what to do.
Just showing everybody that she also has the smarts to back that elevation up.
Oh, but this is a lot of match points that they need to avert. A lot of good serves that they need to deliver. One is not one of them. And I'm sure Farm Fresh did not want to end things that way, but such is the game of volleyball. Petro Gazz with a sweep against Farm Fresh, and they will extend now their winning record to 4-1, and they cement their position in second place under Creamline. So Petro Gazz looking good so far in this All-Filipino, of course, because of largely because of Brooke Van Sickle.
That has been the story of this match, not just in the third set, but even in the second set. Farm Fresh gave out a lot of unforced errors on the service line. And that just provided Petro Gazz that allowance of space to mount that comeback. And pagdating sa third set, hindi na sila tumingin patalikod pa. Brooke Van Sickle showed the way with 25 points. One full set. It was Brooke Van Sickle who scored.
That's right. And like you said, she is such, parang ang sarap na teammate kasi hindi namimili ng kahit ano, and she will deliver in every aspect of the game. And Brooke Van Sickle really is worth celebrating for Petro Gazz. It took only 27 minutes to finish off that third set. We'll take a quick break, talk more about the match after these. Midway into the second set, we were looking at least a 4-setter with Farm Fresh already dominating that one. And all of a sudden, Petro Gazz stepped on the gas and never looked back. They sweep the Foxies 25-21, 27-25, 25-19. And your player of the game, Neil.
Well, she's with Kyla Kingsu right now,
Okay,
so I'll let
suspense.
Kyla do the interview. Go ahead, Kyla.
Here with me is our best player of the game, who is none other than Jonah Sabeta of the Petro Gazz Angels. Of course, a big congratulations for 11 points, 9 attacks, 2 blocks, and 8 digs. Now, congratulations for another straight set win. Now, unang-una, we know that Petro Gazz is, a veteran-led team, and today we saw everyone really contributing to the win. So, anong masasabi mo sa full team effort of everyone from the starters to those coming off the bench?
I'm so very happy kasi lahat naman talaga kami is yun yung trabaho namin eh. Which is if ever na ipasok ka, magtatrabaho ka lang.
Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin yung set number 2. The Foxies were leading for most of that set, pero you really had to play catch-up. So ano yung mga crucial adjustments na ginawa niya for that?
Siguro parte na naman yung maghabol. So yun, lagi naman namin sinasabi, if ever na tumaas yung kalaban, pilitin namin makadikit hanggang makuha namin.
Jonah, during those crucial minutes na you were playing catch-up, ano yung mga sinabi sa huddles or on the court?
Challenge niya ako. Kaya mo ba? Sa ikaw, opo, kaya ko.
I love it. Now, is there anyone you want to greet? Friends, family, or fans?
Thank you sa PVL fans, Angels fans, and William Vicencio family, and lalo-lalo na po sa family ko sa Negros and sa Bulacan.
There you have it. That was Jonah Sabeta, our best player of the game. Congratulations once again to the Petro Gazz Angels. Now back to you, Chiki and Neil.
Thanks so much, Kyla. And of course, congratulations to Jonah. Let me ask you, Neil, the 26 points of Van Sickle and all of the other contributions, but you did choose Jonah Sabete as your player of the game.
For me, given na kasi na Brooke Van Sickle will really produce for the Petro Gazz Angels, but in rotations like this, na meron ka talagang magsa-stand out as star player, we're really looking for the support, and Jonah Sabete is the perfect Robin to the Batman of Brooke Van Sickle. She just scored 11 points. In terms of numbers, you might not feel na ganun kadami yon, but the impact that it has in the team, malaki yon. Kaya nga sabi ni Brooke Van Sickle that Jonah will play a very important role in this league, because at some point, syempre nasa scout din si Brooke Van Sickle. So when they face their other opponents, pag nababasa na si Brooke from the left pin, somebody has to take up that scoring space, and Jonah Sabete just showed everybody that she will always be ready pag kailangan siya ng Petro Gazz.
She will always be a threat, and I think that allows for Brooke Van Sickle to do what she does. And that is a well-deserved player of the game. Recognition for Jonah Sabete. She says that challenge kasi siya, so she took it. But really, the highlights here that we're enjoying, showing a lot of what Brooke Van Sickle and the rest of Petro Gazz were able to do.
Most of the errors of Farm Fresh, again, came from service line. That probably cost them this match. As for the attacks, Petro Gazz led the way with 43. They also had 8 blocks and 4 aces. So it was a well-deserved straight set victory for Petro Gazz. They displayed composure, they displayed resiliency, especially in that second set.
And again, this cements their standing in second place with 4 wins to their name. They've only lost to Choco Mucho in a 5-set game. And guess what? Choco Mucho is getting ready to play in this nightcap for us, going up against Signal. So these are very important games. We've got Signal, who currently in 3rd place, and Choco Mucho has not lost a game yet. And they are taking center stage next. We are glad that you are still with us. Huwag kayong bibitaw. This is going to be another exciting one. But meantime, we want to say goodbye for now. This has been Chikiro Puno with Neil Flores and Kyla Kingsu. We got Petro Gazz winning it in 3 straight against Farm Fresh. This is your PVL All-Filipino Conference on Filipinas Live.